This story is for those who have been broken by others or are seeking deeper meaning. Sometimes nothing is easy. The pain of life can't be written in a diary. Some people live only to brighten someone else's world. This story is for those who give up their dreams to shape someone else's future. The message is simple. When your intentions are pure, even the sky bows in your favor. Franklin Cole's face was often covered in dust, but there was a light in his eyes, a reflection of a dream too stubborn to die. Every morning, as the world stretched and yawned over steaming mugs of coffee, Franklin carried his little daughter Ella on his shoulders, walking 4 long miles to a school that sat at the edge of a town that had long forgotten men like him. The same road, the same walk, every single day. But he kept going because Ella smiled, and that smile meant everything. Just a few years ago, Franklin had everything: a small home, a stable job, a warm-hearted wife. But when cancer stole his wife away, everything collapsed. The job disappeared. The house vanished. All that remained was a broken couch in a rented room, a small child, and a promise he had whispered into his dying wife's ear: "No matter what, I'll get Ella into the best school in town." And he did. But the price was high. There was no money for bus fare, so Franklin walked every day, in heat, in cold, in rain. Easy. He would wake up at 5 a.m., bathe Ella in a chipped plastic tub, braid her hair with trembling hands, give her a slice of dry bread, and hoist her onto his shoulders like she was royalty. Most people laughed at him. Some ignored him. But Franklin only saw the brightness in Ella's eyes. Easy. That's what he lived for. The new principal at the school, Mr. Jennings, didn't notice Franklin at first, but over time, he grew curious. The same man showed up every single morning, tired but determined, always dropping Ella off with a gentle kiss on her forehead. "Who is he?" Mr. Jennings asked a staff member. No one knew. Ella never talked much, just smiled and said, "My daddy brings me every day." One day, easy, driven by curiosity and a tug in his chest he couldn't explain, Mr. Jennings followed Franklin. From a distance, quietly, what he saw broke his heart. Franklin walked Ella halfway, kissed her cheek, then turned toward a nearby construction site. No breakfast, no coffee, just hard labor. The kind that bends your back and steals your strength. Franklin had forgotten himself. He lived only for Ella. The next morning, Mr. Jennings approached him. Franklin, startled and unsure, greeted him with nervous respect. "Why do you do this?" the principal asked softly. Franklin answered, "I want my daughter to grow up and never live like me. Life knocked me down, but I want to watch her rise." Oh, Mr. Jennings didn't reply. He simply nodded, turned, and walked away, his eyes glassy with tears he refused to shed. That night, Mr. Jennings couldn't sleep. Something had changed. He felt guilty, useless. But he also had an idea. The school allowed financial aid only through merit scholarships, and Ella hadn't entered the last one. So Mr. Jennings organized a surprise quiz. "Ella," he smiled, "we're having a special game next week. Want to try?" She nodded, innocent and excited. The results came in. Ella topped the list. According to the school's policy, she received a full scholarship. No tuition, free uniform, free meals, When Franklin was called in, he couldn't speak. His lips trembled, his knees shook. "Mr. Easy." Jennings simply embraced him and said, "Ella is no longer just your daughter. She belongs to all of us now." A days turned into weeks. Franklin still walked her to school, but now the load was lighter. He had hope, security, pride. Then came Father's Day at the school. Ella was excited. Mr. Jennings noticed Franklin's name missing from the guest list and called him. "I can't attend," Franklin murmured. "My shoes are torn, my shirt stained. I'd be embarrassed." Mr. Jennings held his hand and said, "When your heart is this beautiful, easy, clothes don't matter." On the day of the event, Ella stepped up to the microphone. The room fell silent. "My daddy is the best daddy. He walks me to school every day. He never says he's tired. But I know he hurts inside. He's never cried in front of me, not once. Ever since my mommy died, he gave up everything for me. I will never give up, because I am my father's daughter." Not a sound in the auditorium. Then applause. Loud, endless, easy. Franklin stood in a corner, crying quietly. Mr. Jennings walked up to the stage, took the mic, and said, "I thought I was a principal. But today, Franklin taught me what it means to be human. From this day on, he will be our school's official caretaker with full pay and benefits. Easy, because a man who carries dreams on his shoulders deserves more than our respect. He deserves our support." Franklin had never known such honor. He had only done what any loving father would, but that love carried him to a place he never imagined: dignity, peace, purpose. That night, easy, as they walked home, Ella hugged him tight and whispered, "Daddy, I love you more than anyone in the world." And Franklin, tears flowing freely, replied, "And I love you, Easy. Ella, you are my light." This story isn't just about a father's sacrifice. It's about humanity. It's about silent heroes. About every dad who sells his dreams to buy a future for his child. Easy. It's about you. It's about all of us. If this story touched your heart, help us spread its message. Hit the subscribe button, not just as a click, but as a promise. A promise that you believe in stories that matter. Stories that heal. Stories that remind us what love really looks like. Because life is hard, but love and loyalty are its most powerful answers. Stay with us. More real stories are coming. Subscribe now.